Hey YouTube, today I'd like to talk about Transformers: The Last Knight. Well, in 1986, we were given a fantastic Transformers movie. Albeit it's animated, but it's fantastic nonetheless. So if you've ever been let down by these Transformer movies, I implore you, go search it out. Go find it. It's a good movie. Watch that, because that's Transformers. I have a hard time actually giving this movie an actual review because it was a movie that just felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. The movie really feels like there was a bunch of different ideas and they just wanted to use them all. Like they just was like, let's do everything. And it really needed some editing. We have characters in here that don't need to be there. They don't really further the plot of the story at all. We have inconsistent characters. So we have, spoilers, we have a government agency that's willing to just shoot down robots sight unseen. Don't know if they're good ones, don't know if they're bad ones. They'll just kill them dead because that's how it is. And I mean, I can get behind that, except that halfway through the movie later, we find out, well, we've got prisoners locked up. And at which point, it implies that there was some sort of trial and they'd done certain crimes. And you feel like, why are we wasting time locking these guys up, but then we're just killing these guys, and these guys are good, but they just happen to be Transformers, so we're going to kill them. I mean, it's just inconsistent, and it really took me out of it. And then you have this vibe where it's like, it's an adventure movie. No, it's a Suicide Squad sort of movie. It's Indiana Jones. It's Transformers. You know what? Just fuck it. Let's just blow everything up. Let's just blow everything up. That's a movie. So, I mean, that is, in a nutshell, is Transformers. They're like, plot line here, plot line there. None of it makes sense, but we're just going to blow stuff up and hope you don't notice. And so I really wanted to like this movie. I really wanted to love this movie. Transformers, I mean, even if I look back, I can look back at the first Transformers movie that was live action, and I feel like they did a much better job. And I think the frustrating thing about this Transformers movie was that there are elements in it that remind me of that animated movie. There are plot lines and Easter eggs to that animated movie, but yet they just kind of like disregard it. If they would just make that animated movie a live action movie, we would have a real Transformers movie. And it actually feels really depressing that it comes so close and it has these elements, and if they just tugged at those elements just a little bit more and brought those story elements, and maybe instead of being like ambiguous, well, the government's bad, the Transformers are bad, there's no real good guy except for Mark Wahlberg in this movie. And that's okay, but at the same time, it's not, because you need to have clear ideas of who's good and who's bad to make a story arc work. It can't just be like, oh, these guys are the bad guys, and we changed our minds because of whatever, like some flimsy excuse. It's garbage. However, as a bonus, as I said, there's some good Easter eggs in there to diehard Transformers fans. The Butler, there's, I can't remember his name, but he reminds me of Codsworth from Fallout 4. He's a automaton, like, looks like a human Transformer, and he is just hilarious. Like, you couldn't ask for more. Like, they needed more of him. And I would have followed him if they'd taken the approach where they'd had clear bad guys, clear good guys. And you know what? Taking even a Planet of the Apes scenario where you have these Transformers that have come to Earth, but the way people are treating them is horrible. And then you start rooting for the Transformers. That's the Transformer movie where people and Transformers can be in the same movie and it could work. But because we don't have a clear hero, we don't have a clear main character, and we have all these useless side plots, the movie suffers. And then it kind of also recycles the plot line to the third Transformers film. So not only is it like, you've seen this before, but it's just trash. I mean, it's a good fun popcorn flick. Stanley Tucci has a little tiny role in this movie, and it's gold. I don't think, you know, like this guy signed on just for the fun of it, and you can tell he had a good time. There's a lot of actors, you can tell that they have a good time doing what they're doing in this movie, but just because there's no structure, no proper plot, it just, I don't know, it just falls apart. Anyways, I give this rating, wait till it's on Netflix or TV. Don't go out and watch it in the theater. Don't waste your money on it. Just, I mean, unless you want to go and see it just to see shit blow up, then by all means, go out and see it. But otherwise, don't. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my channel up here. Here's my latest video. Here's another video you might be interested in. By the way, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment in the section below, and I'll see you next time.